really dumb stuff.
No. God damn it.
What you're about to hear are two friends talking about some really dumb stuff. Don't be offended, because it's probably about you. Welcome to the Corey and
I say we keep it. Just fucking leave it, dude.
I think he nailed it. I don't think anybody's gonna realize what happened.
You know, it's very rare I make a mistake. I've done this, I don't know, like 100 times before, but
Well, obviously.
we'll get better.
I mean, hopefully.
Maybe.
Well, if not, then we just won't have anybody like tuning in.
No.
Except for two people that I know will tune in just because. And for the record, I am not talking about you and I.
Oh,
Y'all
I
know.
thought you were talking about you.
No. That's why it was funny. But
I will probably watch this over and over again.
I know there's 4 people that no matter how good or bad this is, are going to listen to it and watch it. So for you 4, which also includes me and Jason, thank you.
We didn't come up with code names for them, though.
I think we will over time. I think we've thrown out a couple of names of certain people. Benny Hanna is one.
Yeah, Benny Hanna is one.
Benny Hanna. Gabriel and Glacius is another one. No, that's just a stretch.
I thought Gertrude Kitchenhauer.
There it is. That could work. We'll see if it sticks. So,
and don't forget about the Incredible Hunger.
The Incredible Hunger. That's a good one.
Smash.
So I think we should explain what we're doing. I think there's some people that have no idea why they're watching or listening to this. So to catch you guys,
they like Corey, and I'm just fucking bonus guy.
Well, I think you're a little bit more than bonus guy.
Nah. Look at you. You're much better looking than me.
Hey.
Much more charismatic, Look at this fucking hairline, dude.
Well, I mean,
look at you. You got the gray thing going on. You look like you could be the next. You look like Mitt Romney.
Hey, I will take that as a compliment, regardless of whether you meant it that way or not. So, anyways, I think we've talked about what we were going to have our first podcast be, and I think we came to the same. What's the word I'm looking for? Conclusion. Yeah. That we should tell our origin story about how the podcast with Corey and Jason first came up.
Dude, I hope you remember it, because I don't.
I do. I remember vividly. I was driving back from Eastern Washington. I had a very long drive ahead of me. Right? We were just on the phone, like we do, just talking about, I don't know. And then I shared a song with you.
I think we were having phone sex.
Well.
Never mind. Keep going. Sorry.
You said it.
That's private.
I thought we had agreed we were not going to discuss these things. Anyways. So I shared a song with you that inspired us in some way. I don't know if I can say the song, or should I? Right? I don't know. But we will look into that. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. It might be like we're promoting it, because I'm not going to like play it. So I don't know. We'll look into that. So we'll have to circle back about. Anyways, the song.
I think we can say the song without playing it, without getting any kind of.
Okay, well then we'll say the song. So the song is called, and there's some of you out there that are listening to this and watching this that know, because I've shared it with you. It is very offensive in a great way.
Depending on who you are.
Well, depending on who you are.
And your upbringing.
Yes. And depending on your sense of humor, because it clearly is very sarcastic in its nature. Is that a fair word to use? Sarcastic?
I'd say it's more truthful.
Well,
I mean, again, depending on who you are and your upbringing.
yes, it's offensive. It is definitely not for kids or little ones.
Children's.
Have virgin ears. You have to say earmuffs around them so they can, right? The song title is called I Got Bitches by the band or group or artist known as A2M. I'll let you draw your own conclusions.
Look it up. Great song.
It is
musical masterpiece.
It is one of the funniest things I have ever listened to in my life. And whenever I'm having a bad day, I put that song on. And I'm not kidding you.
That's every day, right?
Yes. And it's impossible. It's impossible not to smile and laugh. Now, obviously, there's people out there that could listen to the song. They wouldn't get the joke and they would think this is vulgar. It is. But if you listen to it and really man, so
it's genius. It's clever.
It's genius.
It's thoughtful.
So one day,
it's thought provoking.
It is thought provoking, and it's creative because this song bangs.
Creative AF.
Yes. So I shared this song with you, and I remember saying, "Call me. I'm sending you this link to this song. I want you to listen to it and call me when you're done." Because I was driving back from Eastern Washington. I had a couple of hours, and I knew even more than that because I was in hit traffic. So you did so. And oh my gosh, we just started laughing and talking. And it's almost like we already knew the lyrics and we were just laughing. I was like, dude, I can't stop listening to the song. And then you stopped in the middle of, I don't even remember what. And you said, hey, dude, have you ever thought about doing a podcast? And I was like, well, I mean, you're like, no, dude, we're doing a podcast. I'm going to be your co-host. Let's do this. You just said it. And I was just like, why not? And then it kind of snowballed. And then I remembered we talked for a little bit longer. We're laughing about it. And we're like, okay. And you're like, I'm going to do some research to see how hard this could be. Right. And I said, okay, you do some research. Let's talk later. And I think I called you 45 minutes later because I'm still driving. And you answered. And I said, well, what did you come up with? And you were like, huh? And I was like, what did you come up with? And you started laughing. And then we spent, I think, the next hour on the phone. And you were looking up stuff and you were like, oh man, this and oh man, that. And
look at it now. We ended up on fucking Zoom.
Yeah, because you know what?
Quick and easy.
Pretty easy. And for everybody out there who wants to know why we chose this platform or this style or this fill in the blank, whatever, is because it's familiar to everybody. How many people have had Zoom calls or meetings on go-to meetings and all these things, team meetings, and over the last year.
You're on a meeting with us, but we got you on mute, so you can't fucking say shit to us.
We can talk to you, but I can shut you down, right? I could show you stuff.
We already shut them down.
No, we did. Yeah, they can't talk in on meetings. There's a hotline number. We obviously haven't brought this up yet, Jason, but there's a hotline number. There's only a few people that have the number.
I had no idea we had a hotline number. I'm
telling you now.
Okay.
And we'll talk about this. I don't want to broadcast it for all.
We're going pro.
We are going to go pro. I am planning on retiring from everything and just doing this.
That's a perfect stopping point to tell everybody that this episode is sponsored by Gagne.
Oh, delicious beverage. See, I am not drinking said Rainier beer, which is delicious. And if they would like to send us money, they can.
Oh, that would be awesome. Imagine one episode we get sponsored by Rainier.
That will be a party.
Rainier, send us beer.
Yes. So, origin story. We've literally just been talking about it off and on since then. I don't remember how long ago that was, right?
I'd
like
say probably 3 weeks.
3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then we just kept going like, oh, well, it's got to be hard. Then we did a couple tests where we're talking like we always do. And we figured this is pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Hey, this might evolve into something where you're seeing us in studios with the big, microphones.
That would be dope, dude.
It would be dope.
And me personally, I can picture you raising the 12th man flag. Would that not be dope?
You mean?
Oh, that one.
That one.
Oh, a Dr. Pepper.
Bam.
Also sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Also sponsored. Yes, Dr. Pepper. Delicious and nutritious. But yes, I mean, raising the 12th man flag.
A staple, Yeah. I'm pretty sure there aren't any other podcasts in the Northwest.
No, probably zero.
I looked up.
There might be one.
Maybe
there might be one.
I got this one.
Well, yes, but technically at the time of us taping this, we have not published it. So it doesn't exist yet. So technically there's zero.
Ooh.
Is that deep?
You're right.
That's really deep. Like I get really deep in my thoughts. If you know me, you know that I think out everything I say with
my wife says I get really deep too.
What?
I said my wife says I get really deep too.
Well, she's a smart lady.
Kind of like how your mom tells you that you're good at everything. I think it's kind of like that. Wow, babe, you're really deep.
Why do moms do that? Like, why do moms say you can be anything you want? No, you can't. You cannot. You cannot be whatever you want. You can try.
Yeah.
But guess what? I would have loved to play professional football.
Football?
Yeah, I would love to, the game of football is fun. I love to play the game. But I know that I am not at the level that you would need to be to play in the NFL. I'll tell you how I know. Do you want to know how I know? What? I mean, I might be a specimen.
You got a tight end. Let's just say that.
No, listen, this is a good story. Like, I don't know how we already got onto this stuff, but this is why.
I know. Are we done with origins?
Yeah, we'll go back.
Yeah, let's go back. Whatever.
I mean, people get the point.
If you want to know something, ask us.
Right.
Put it down in the comments below.
Comment. You want to know how I know I couldn't play NFL football? I think I was 18 or 19 years old. So I've already lost my window anyways, because I didn't play. Right. But where I knew I was like, I made the right choice in life is I was in a flag football tournament. I don't remember where it was. It was somewhere in the South Sound area. Right. And we were playing against this team. And a couple of the guys were just, you could tell, regular dudes. A couple of them, you're like, what's up with this guy? He looks a little fit and a little too fancy of football clothing to be just a regular Joe. These motherfuckers were fast as shit. And I don't mean just flat out speed, like running a 40, zipping around. And at this point in my life, I was a fast dude, but you could just tell they had this quickness and this reaction and this running routes and things that were just a little bit different. We're playing flag football, mind you. Okay. So I'm starting to go, hold on. Slowly figure this out. There were a couple of the guys that I'm talking about in particular were guys that had just went and finished tryouts for the Seahawks and didn't make the cut. They didn't make the cut, or they were
decided to go play flag football.
Or they were or maybe they were trying out for the practice squad, or they at some point they had been. I don't remember the details. It doesn't matter. So the moment I figured this out, so this is where when you know me, you could figure this out. I'm very competitive. So at that moment, I was like, I got to score on this motherfucker today, right? It was happening. I was like, I am going to torch this dude. And so the quarterback guy that was with me, and he worked with me at the time, his name was Ryan. He says, okay, man.
Is that his real name? You may want to cut that.
It's not. It's not. It's it's not his real name. I just figured it sounded right. I can't remember, honestly, his name. It could have been. I don't know. So it's pure chance if it is. Anyways, so he's like, okay, I'm just gonna throw you a go route or something. Like we were whatever. And man, I torched this dude. Not because I was faster, but he did not really think that I was gonna do that. I just was like, stop. Bake, boom, gone. And I just like stepped in and he floated the ball. It couldn't have been perfectly placed. I just looked up and was like, I was like, oh, damn. Caught the ball. Dude, you would have thought that I just cured cancer in the way I celebrated. And I spiked this. We're playing flag football with people. There's no like age range. It was kind of like anybody can really play. I mean, it was kind of like everybody was in the same ballpark, but like there was no trophies. This was just whatever. The refs were just like probably high the whole time.
Yeah. Look at this white dude.
Yeah, it was like one dude on the field watching 7 of us.
5'8" over here. I would say Wes Welker, but that was probably before Wes Welker's time.
It was. That was before. I was the original Wes Welker. But anyways, so why do parents say you could do whatever you want? That's the whole circle coming back to the same subject. I could do it, but not everybody can become a doctor. Jason?
Hey, this all goes back to, what was it? Something thoughts for highly performing individuals,
I don't remember what that is.
If
anybody out there listening, put it in.
What is something, you know what I'm talking about? You don't know?
No, I'm not that smart. We're doing this.
Lou Tice.
Oh, Lou Tice, yeah.
Thought processes for highly performing individuals, right? Yeah. You got to create these large goals. You got to believe you can do them so you can get there. That's what it's all about.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you've got 2 left feet, you are not going to be a professional dancer. Like
you're going to tell your kid that?
No, but I'm not going to tell him.
So there it is there.
See, no, now you're destroying my argument, and that's not what we're here for. Okay. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody listening to this knows. Huh?
I'll make it dark. I didn't even have a mom. She couldn't even tell me I could do whatever I wanted. Dude,
See, well, those people call. You didn't have to take that left turn. You were making people feel sad that weren't thinking about that before. You're just an a-hole.
But no, you're an a-hole. Arguing for the parents telling their kids.
Well, no, there's a level though. I'm not talking 3-year-olds. I'm not talking even like 10-year-olds. I'm talking when your kid's in high school and they're like, "Mom, I can play the oboe really good." I'm like, no, you can't. Give it up. Like you can keep playing it, but we're not going to not going to pay for you to go to music school.
Who plays the oboe?
That's my point. If anybody ever said those words, they better be gangster on the oboe. Just, I don't know it's whatever, right? Or the clarinet.
Or just need to tell them, hey, you can really blow,
Yeah,
you really blow at the oboe.
And it sounds good. But like there's a thing when I'm gonna give you an example.
Oh, you can draw me a picture?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Did your mom tell you could draw good?
No, she did not. I'm literally, so if your child showed you this picture and they're like, "Look, mommy, I drew you and the dog," you'd be like, "That's good."
Yeah.
Because they're tiny. If your 25-year-old was like, "Hey mom, look, I drew you and the dog," you'd be like, "Hey, we need to you need a CAT scan." Because, Or you can just be some like artist that some artist that has like, I don't know, what's the word, really crappy, but somehow it's art, and so people are like, that is a Picasso.
Yeah, hold that up again. That looks like Picasso-esque right there. Was that a single line? Did you not pick up your pen the whole time? It looks very Picasso-esque.
The one that looks like Italy? Or the demented arm?
Oh, dude, you're gonna piss off a lot of Italians by saying that.
No, well, it kind of looks like
a that doesn't look like Italy. What the fuck?
I love Italy. I have always no, don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. I've wanted to go to Italy forever. And one day I will go.
Well, aren't you German? Didn't you Germans go at one point?
No, whatever. You're just being weird now. So before I forget, and this is something we got to talk about, is what we talked about the origin story. We kind of, everybody gets it. Like we just said, why not? Let's do it. I mean, I'm probably like, I don't know, Jason, in your opinion, like I'm probably one of the funniest dudes in the world.
I'm pretty sure.
Probably. I mean, I'm humble about it, but
I mean, that's why, back to the origin story. I said, this is the Corey show and I'm the fucking sidekick. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say sidekick. That's a little much there.
Right? Whatever, but, you watch the Tonight Show, the one dude, Jimmy Fallon, he's the good looking guy. And then you got the other guy with the glasses, during the monologue. That's me.
I haven't watched that in forever. Or you're like, was it Andy Richter and Conan O'Brien? Is that?
Yeah, you're Conan.
I'm not a 9 foot tall, red haired dude.
You could be.
I could be.
Nowadays, you can be whatever you want to be.
Well,
and you could probably have a flag to fly in front of your house to make sure everybody knows what you are.
Well, I mean, you just got to say you want one, right? Then if
there's money to be made,
if you
we'll make you a flag.
If you could have a flag for you, Jason, no reason for it, just like, this is Jason's flag. What would be on that flag? Uh-oh.
I don't know, man. I got Old Glory flying out front of the house.
Well, that's
good enough, ain't it?
It is. It is. Like I have, okay.
Doesn't that just tell everybody else, hey, I'm just like the rest of you?
Like I'm a fan of a few sports teams, right? I am American. So I have my sports team flags. Like I have my Seattle Supersonics flag.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. And then I have my 12th man flag over here. And then I have another Seahawks flag. And then I actually have the 12th man flag that I took to me to Super Bowl 46. Was it 46? God dang it. I don't even remember now. Somebody's going to correct me.
Super Bowl?
What, the one in New York? New York versus the Broncos? The one where we whooped that ass. I was there. Actually, here's some proof. Hold on.
I had no idea.
You didn't know this?
No.
That is me at MetLife Stadium. Right there.
Dude, I'm a Giants fan and I've never been to MetLife.
Oh, dude, it's a great stadium.
How the hell did you get tickets to the Super Bowl?
Well, I don't know if I told you this, Jason, and you probably have figured this out by now, but I'm kind of a big deal. I mean, I have many leather-bound books, and actually I have no leather-bound books. So I don't have leather-bound books, but you get what I'm saying. No, long story short, it literally, we didn't know until 2 nights before, and we bought tickets to fly over there. And because we bought everything last minute, it was actually really affordable. It was weird. And yeah, so that picture was actually taken by the photographer that, like, when you watch the game on TV, that camera that comes down, the one that shows majority of the footage, it was that guy. He was sitting, because we were up on the 3rd level, right? There was great seats. We're on the 50-yard line, right? But it was upper deck, but it was the front row. Well, he's like 10 seats across that had all tarped off and roped off, because he was like, this is the camera that everybody's going to watch. And so during the national anthem, and then the helicopters that flew over, I was holding my flag up, like this, like you see in the picture. And he snapped a photo of me because he thought it was cool. And then it was like a commercial break or something. He came over, tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, I took this picture of it. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Hell yes." And it's the coolest thing. Cool. Like I didn't pose for it. I wasn't planning on like my hair's all messed up in the photo because I had just taken my hat off because it was the national anthem and that's what you do. But anyways,
leave that one alone.
Yes, too early for that. But anyways, what I was trying to get at is like, so we're talking about this. We've planned all this. We've talked about all this, but we have not sat on a name. And this is where you, the listeners, right, are going to come into play here.
Well, that was a fast transition there.
Well, it was. I just don't want to forget about it because
we're talking Super Bowl. And now we're going right into a name.
I mean, when you have ADHD, we just do this, right? Don't we? Isn't that what makes our podcast fun?
Hold on, wait. We're talking Super Bowl. Oh, flags. We're talking about flags.
That's right. Do you want to jump into that and we can just tell them the name thing later?
Well, how much time we got?
I don't know. I don't even, it doesn't actually tell me. I thought it did.
No, we got a little bit of time.
No, I know we have time. I have all the time in the world. But how long are people going to listen to us ramble? I think a long time. So let's keep going. So, no, but like flags, like I have those flags. What would your flag be?
Oh, I have no idea, dude.
Like, but
I mean, honestly, like in my garage, I have the Lamb of God flag, right?
It's a good one.
The pure American medal. That would be my fucking flag.
Right.
Mine that screams heterosexual male, right? That probably doesn't get laid a lot. You know?
You need a flag. Do you need a flag for that?
Hey, why not?
Oh.
Could we sell it?
I'm gonna hold on.
Could you sell the flag? Would people buy the flag? All you got to do is find a demographic that relates to something, and then create a piece of merchandise. Which, hey, we will have merchandise.
Yes, you out there, buy all the shit. Okay, continue.
But
I know I will
create a piece of merchandise that people will buy. If you identify with a group, then yeah, you're going to buy it. You know, if you're trans, cis, non-binary, something or other, and they create a flag for that, which I'm pretty sure they have a flag for.
Dude, there's
might be a separate one for each one of those.
I guarantee there might be a flag that's out there for if your name is Jason.
I'm pretty sure.
There's probably not one for me.
Hey, when you go to Leavenworth, you could probably go to the gift shop and you get a little license plate with your name on it, right?
Yeah, maybe there's gonna be like miniature flags.
Yeah. And you just put whatever stripes you want.
Maybe your flag would just be a black flag with like Jason across it in white letters, because it goes with everything.
Yeah.
It
black and white.
Outfit. Yeah, it works with every outfit.
Yep.
No matter what your color scheme in your house is, it should work.
Oh, dude, that's a great idea. Like you could put it on the back of your belt, like a little license plate, so everybody could see your name on the back. When you're walking behind somebody, or put it on your fanny pack belt.
You try that. Let's see how that works out.
Hey, you were the one telling me you still had a fanny pack.
I do, and I wish I had it with me. I will find it and bust it out in the future. But I will describe it as neon green, and I believe like neon purple or pink lettering. It just says Savage on it.
Dude,
I've had this thing for like 12 years.
That would be a great segment. What's in Corey's fanny pack?
There's stuff in there. I guarantee there's still stuff in there that was put in there when I first like acquired this thing. I was like, man, I can fit all kinds of things in this thing. There we go. I'm gonna bust it out. Don't let me forget when we have our meeting next week.
Yeah, the pre-show meeting.
Yeah, pre-show meeting, because we do that.
Yeah.
Because we're so prepared. Everybody can tell we are super prepared, especially the start.
It'll get better.
By the way, that was perfect. It was perfect. Actually, I'm so glad that happened.
Me too. And I'm glad we talked about it.
makes it so much better. People are gonna be like, what in the hell are we doing here? Did they mean to upload this one? Like I don't even know. I'm laughing in the background. Like
listen to this shit. These guys are a bunch of fucking morons.
Like a kid farting in the bathtub. I'm just laughing my ass off.
And then the big brown shark came. do 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 do. All right, let's jump in. Names. Okay. What are we gonna name?
So we have two that we have kind of.
Are we sticking with those?
What's that?
Are we just gonna stick with those two?
Well, I think we're gonna throw those two out there and see if anybody's like, or if the masses of thousands of people that are listening to this, if they vote and they're like, dude, this is a fantastic idea.
Or every other week is that episode. You know, it's either this, you know, this week is this name, and then next week will be the other name, and it'll be a completely different, you know,
format and everything. Ooh. Yeah. Like alter egos.
Yeah, exactly. Like
we did our origin story. Now we're talking about our alter egos.
Yeah.
So I'll have to wear glasses and shit.
Or something a little different.
You like would have to like grow hair, or how would you do that?
Oh, dude, I think we're beyond that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, have you? There's this. What's that? There's a couple of companies that claim they can make it happen. I've never listened to them that much because it starts talking about it, and it's like, I don't need that.
Yeah, I fell for that once. You know, that fucking gum that you're supposed to chew and it's supposed to give you heart boners, but it doesn't work.
Ooh, well, that's good. Okay, so.
But if they want to sponsor, we're more, you know.
Hey, you know what?
Give us a product that works, you know?
Yeah.
If you have some bubble gum that I can chew and it'll fucking, I'm all about it. I'll promote it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you would. But like for real though, if people want to send us donations, we've talked about this. We'll get more into it later as we discuss it more. But we're talking about taking in donations for you being the sponsor of our show. I have no idea if we're going to do that or not. Maybe we never talk about this again. Maybe it becomes a thing. Just going to throw that out there. So if you're interested in doing such a thing as sponsoring our podcast, please reach out to in the comments below, or I think there's an email down there somewhere. There'll probably be one down there.
Ooh, shit, we need to create an email.
Do we? Oh man, that's going to be hard. There's so many things we have to do as soon as we're done with this. And all of them take like 5 minutes each. But I think there's like 27.
Getting it done. And
yeah, it is.
It's not the part about getting it done. It's just like deciding on certain things, because you don't want to step out on the wrong foot, right?
Right. And yet we're here.
So back to the names.
So we have two. Which do you want to tell them one of them, Jason, or do you want me to go with both of them? Because I'm trying to.
I think maybe we've settled on STDs with Corey and Jason.
STDs with Corey and Jason, which stands for one of two things. I'm finding it. This one was created by Jason. Super ticklish dudes.
Well, when I came up with it, you have to picture it. I mean, close your eyes and picture me and Corey just fucking tickling each other, fucking coochie coochie.
45 minutes.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying. 1 week it's just you and me tickling each other in like fucking Speedos, and then the next week it's the fucking other show where it's serious.
Okay, this is the other more serious name that literally was created by autocorrect when I started typing something else, which I cannot remember now. And it autocorrected to this, I swear to God.
Oh, it had to have been like sassy something or other.
I don't even know. I'm trying to find it now because I want to make sure I don't butcher it. I know what it is, but I just want to find it because it's funner to read. Where the heck is it?
Dude, you don't remember it? Do I need to tell you?
No. Saskatchewan tugboat drivers. I mean, because that
Dude, where the fuck is
Saskatchewan tugboat drivers, STD, with Corey and Jason.
where even is Saskatchewan? I don't even know where the fuck that is.
I mean, you're going to Google it. I can
I'm
see
Googling right
the way
now.
your head is looking down. So those are the two names. Those are the two names. Well, Jason's looking up. Those are the two names that we're looking for either people to be like, that is fantastic. Or if you have a better idea, there's no bad answers here.
There's no reason to have a tugboat in Saskatchewan.
That's why it's funny, you dumb shit.
I know.
I mean, it's brilliant. And by the way, for all those that didn't know where Saskatchewan was, like me and Jason, even though we should have actually probably looked that up beforehand, we probably knew this, but we didn't. I don't know.
Funny because neither of us are from there. Neither of us live there. Neither of us have been there.
Well,
I haven't.
But anyways,
I'd like to go.
I like to go anywhere that I haven't been.
Dude, imagine we start promoting it in Canada. We'll be huge in Canada.
Oh man. Like something else that's huge in Canada. One of the greatest shows that's ever been created.
Amen, brother.
In the world.
Amen.
It is. If you guys haven't checked out Letterkenny yet, people listening here, I have no words to explain to you except for.
If you haven't watched Letterkenny, go ahead and just shut this video off.
Shut it off. Go watch the first episode. It's like 22 minutes long. If you are not hooked by the end of the first episode, you probably shouldn't even listen to us anyways.
True.
We bless you in your journey in life, but this is probably not going to work for you. So Letterkenny, I mean, it's absolute brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Like you can't, every time you think this could get boring, it does not get boring.
But dude, and they just signed on for season 10 and 11. So you've got like
it's
a ton of material to digest.
It's magical. And the fact that I didn't know about it for years and years and years. I mean, Canada does some amazing stuff where they like nobody knew it. I didn't even know it existed. Normally things like that with the internet nowadays, it just takes off. All it has to do is, hey, you guys, have you seen this? Boom, boom, boom. But they left it off Netflix. They left it off every like social media, or not social media, but like streaming service that was outside of Canada. I think I could be wrong here. Maybe it just wasn't.
It's a Hulu original.
I think it is recently, but I think originally it was on the Canadian. I don't know. I don't know much about it, but I was under the impression.
Same channel as Red Green, right?
Huh?
Probably the same channel as Red Green.
I think it was the same channel that did Schitt's Creek. It wouldn't surprise me. If you haven't seen Schitt's Creek, that's good stuff. That's oh yeah. Oh, you definitely enjoy that one. Here's your homework.
Homework for next week.
Homework for next week. But anyways, so there's our names, ideas. If you've got a better one, put it down in the comments.
You're ticklish, dude.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan tugboat drivers.
Yes.
Or like Corey said, you post something down there, we'll think about it. I mean, earlier today, Corey and I were talking about, different words that white guys could use for the N-word when singing along with rap songs.
Mm-hmm.
Touchy subject.
Very.
There's a lot of words that are really close and probably not safe, So,
are you going to pull up the list?
Oh, you want me to pull up the list?
I think you should pull up the list. Pull up the list of like create what we did earlier and see if we can maybe start a new trend. Is that a thing nowadays? Can you even start trends anymore? If you're not like,
what did I look up earlier? Words.
It was like syllable words.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Start with N, 2 syllables. Because it's always awkward. I mean, even for me.
Right.
You're trying to sing along with like West Side Connection, and they're dropping N bombs left and right, dude. And you just gotta be like, and it's just silent, right?
Yeah, you're just like, oh, and
words that start with an N and have 2 syllables. Now I know the first one that Corey said was way too close was nickel. Like the coin. I was like way too close.
Well, we were just literally throwing things out, and then like I don't remember what you said. You said something. I was like, oh, too close. Nope, too close.
Ninja.
It's completely
Ninja.
different word.
What about ninja?
Well, ninja's been used. What's up,
My
my ninja? Like people say it all the time. I've heard it. It's not new.
You
We
know,
didn't do this.
my noodle, my needle, my nacho.
We talked about that one, but then
My
we're like,
neighbor.
well, what was that?
My neighbor.
Neighbor.
And then
That
I
one's
came
so
across
fun.
my nickel. And
But
that's just
it would have to work in, like, say you're listening to like NWA or West Side Connection or Ice Cube or Tupac or any, it would have to be able to fit in there. And there's an obvious white word, you know? But there is not one. I'm telling you, this is a dead end. There's no, we just can't ever do all
so
those.
what? We got to sing along and just stop.
Yes. Yes.
It ruins the flow.
Well,
Like,
yes.
as soon as I stop, I don't want to go to the next verse.
Jason, you go do karaoke and don't stop and see what happens.
Well, that's why I'm trying to come up with a different word, like my nickel. Too close? Too close.
Yeah, it's
I got a freaking ad popped up.
and it's got to make somewhat sense, but that's the impossible. You're going up a mountain that you'll never be able to crest. You'll never reach the top.
My Newport. My Nissan. My Neptune. What up, my nibble? My nibble. You know, like nibble on your ear.
I don't know. I think we're going down a path of destruction here.
Think so?
But you know
What up, my Nasdaq? That's pretty white.
This has been this has been something that has been discussed numerous times by numerous people, and you know it. But nobody can do it because the reality is we can't. Otherwise, it would have happened by now. We're not the smartest crayons. If we discover and crack this code,
What up, my needle? Page 3. All right, we're going to page 3. My nookie, my nutshell, my nippy. Too close? My northwest.
by Northwest.
You know, that's perfect for Seattle.
Well, from
What up,
Seattle.
my northwest? Nah, I don't like that. That like has hints of Kanye. What up, my Nestle?
Definitely not, because
Chocolate. Yeah, you're right.
can't. Just not. It's not okay.
Well, it's not that it's not okay. I just don't think it would be received.
No, and that's
Yeah.
what's important, because if it's not received right, no matter what we think,
Yeah.
doesn't matter, because that's the
What
whole.
up? You know, what's up, my nuptial? Newsman. What up, my newsman? Nibbler. Too close.
Yeah,
Too close. Nozzle.
I almost want to say, like, I believe like they did something like this on some show or something, like the Chappelle show or something.
No.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I forgot, like, because he did so much amazing, hilarious stuff on there. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he did and we forgot.
This is original, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, copyright.
Nagger. Too close. It's too close.
Too close. At first I was like, what? Then I was
No,
like,
like nagger. Hey, my wife is a nagger, you know?
yeah, well,
Hey, I need you to get this done. Hey, I need you to get that done. Too close.
way too close. I don't know. If anybody out there's got suggestions, right?
Imagine saying that in downtown Seattle somewhere in the wrong crowd. I'm like, what the fuck
Well,
did you say?
they wouldn't, you could say all you want. That's not what I said. You would then those would be your last words as you got beat to a pulp, and deservedly so. So
Newborn. What up, my newborn?
that's lame.
Nipper?
I think you already said that one.
Nipper? Nipper? I didn't say that one.
maybe
That
you
was
said
on page 5. I'm going to page 6.
you're on page 6. I think we've gone down the rabbit hole. We might be at the bottom of that rabbit hole. We might have to sit on this and revisit this later.
Ooh, that one's bad. I'm not going to even read that one. Jesus.
Is it just the word in general, or just the affiliation with what we're trying to do, and it'd be like, whoa, nope.
I don't even know what the definition of this word is, but it's bad.
Like,
I don't even want to say it.
Then don't.
Nigrous. Too close.
Obviously. Well, anyways, so back to just regular stuff. Like, we have no idea how this is going to evolve. You like that segue? I don't know. We don't know how this is going to evolve. We don't know what we're going to change. We don't know what we're going to add. We don't know what we're going to really do, but we needed to start at some point. So if there's some subjects that you would like to hear us discuss, again, leave it in the comments, shoot us an email, and we will just kind of let it snowball from there. But our goal is to do something that entertains people that we know, people that you don't know, and just because life's too serious with some stuff, and sometimes you just need to have a little bit of fun. So, like, the reality is, it's like, why not?
If you want to listen to us morons talk, and you got a suggestion that you think would make you laugh, let us know, man.
Yeah. Well, we might have no opinion about it until we start talking about it. Like every conversation that me and Jason have ever had.
You know how I'm saying, my naysayer? Yeah.
Hey, there it is. So
my Nuremberg.
What was the one I said earlier? Nostradamus.
Nostradamus. Yeah. Nostradamus, please.
So stupid. All right, is that it? Is that all we got?
Where we at? We're almost at an hour.
Ooh, wow. Well, that went quick.
Yeah.
Well,
and to all you fucking legends that lasted till the end, fucking thank you. You know?
Yeah, thank you very much. Like, let us know you watched it. Leave a comment, let a like, do all that fun stuff. Like, we don't even know what that means yet, but we will.
Yeah. Subscribe to your fucking buddies that, hey, these fucking idiots ramble.
The truth of the matter is it's going to get better. It's going to get a little bit more structured, but we also don't want it to be too
formal
produced and set. Like, we're going to just try to keep it as basic as we can and hope that you guys enjoy it. And here's to many more. And if nothing else, I had a good time laughing with you, Jason, and like documenting it so everybody can kind of just share in, because that's really that's how this started.
Several times a week we do this, but it's not on camera.
No, it's not. So now we're going on the record on some of these things. So, and with that, we out.
Au revoir.
Au revoir to my people.